Jackson, looking back at the film from what happened Sunday against Atlanta, what stood out to you?
I think a little bit of disorganization, I would say. Watching it back, I think Atlanta was pretty good, but we made them look good. They're a good team, but we can't let them come into our home field and play possession like that. We have to either press really high altogether or sit back a little bit.
So what can you take from that towards this Sunday's game against Minnesota, where, as your coach said, there's going to be a couple small tweaks?
Yeah, I think just committing to whatever those are, and I think we've talked about them a little bit already, but I think just getting the whole team on the same page and pressing together as a unit.
On the pressing, who calls? How does that evolve? Is it the point your forward then steps up, and then the block behind him in the third one, or is it that the back block says press up?
It can be either. A lot of times it's the forward. When we see the forwards going, then everyone else follows behind them. But sometimes it's myself or Yamar or Zhao or someone else telling them the moment to go, and then we're going behind them as they go forward.
When you're telling them, are you also sending the wing backs as well, so that Nubu and also Alex pushing up at the same time?
Yeah.
Going back to the last game, what was so difficult about trying to cover Gigi that just seemed to have a game where he was just on every ball, got a couple of goals? What was difficult about trying to guard a guy like him?
Yeah, he's a great player. I think he's just very dynamic. You think his strength is just headers in the box, but he was checking back to the ball and playing, and he's very good with his feet, and he's quick, so you don't want to be too tight, because then he might turn and run in behind. But he's a good player. He has a lot of strengths.
Was there anything that you thought you did well from this game that you can build off of, or is this kind of a game that you just throw away?
No, there's always something I think you can try to build off of, and a lot that you can try to improve on. I think something I thought I did well was breaking lines with my passing, finding Raul and Nico. That's probably something I thought I did well.
Going over the game, it seemed like there was not just a lot of miscommunications defensively and offensively, but also the body language was not there. Did you feel or saw that same thing when it came to the players, and maybe that desire, the will was broken at all in part of that big game?
I don't think we lost any desire or stuff like that, but I think it's just frustration, and that's part of it. We haven't won a couple games, and guys are going to show frustration, but I wouldn't read too much into it. Besides just if sometimes we miss a pass and guys are just frustrated.
Have you had much of a chance to sort of reflect on maybe the surreal nature of being able to play with Paul at this point?
Yeah, we've talked about it. It's pretty awesome. We've played together since we were, like 8 years old or whatever. So it's pretty cool.
Did you, in real time, did you have any appreciation for that when he was coming on the field, or is it just like it doesn't matter and you sort of think about it afterwards?
I thought about it when he was coming on, and then right when the whistle blew again, then I tried to refocus.
And I guess just to add some depth to that, how would you describe your relationship? A lot of guys have known each other for a long time, but it sounds like you guys are like genuinely friends outside of soccer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's one of my best friends. We've played together like all the way through high school and all of that, and stayed close when we both went to our separate ways for college. But yeah, I think he's one of my best friends. We see each other off the field all the time, so it's pretty cool.
I know it's still early, but Minnesota has a lot of speed in similar places where Atlanta has. Can you take some of what you didn't do in this Atlanta game toward what you can do against Minnesota?
Yeah, for sure. But I think, like I said, I think staying organized and staying together, both when we press, but also mentally, like as a team, I think is the most important right now.
And from your perspective, when you got a guy like Reynoso that's kind of running the show, and he could put a ball into the box at any time, how much attention is it to the runners or to the guy that's distributing the ball there?
Both, but if you can shut down the player who's passing it, then that's probably the most important. Then it doesn't even get to the other guy.
Just how important is it now for you all just to stack up the practices each game, not looking too far back, but you're not looking too far forward?
For sure, yeah, just focusing one game at a time because that's really all we can do, and that's the most important.
And then in terms of going back and forth in terms of the 3 blocks, what do you all need to do to stay compacted, like you said, not only on offense but in transition on defense?
Yeah, I mean, it's just transition on defense. I think making sure the back line is pushed all the way up to give them less space to try to play through us. Just keeping less distance between each of the lines, and I can do that the best with the back line, but I can also help the other lines stay together with my voice.
Losses and bad results for a stretch of times can create cracks in the foundation of a team or a locker room. How do you prevent that from happening?
I mean, nothing's happened yet, I would say, so I'm not sure, but I mean, we all of us want to win, so I mean, just staying together. I mean, yeah, we're not turning on each other. Our goal is to win, so we're just going to focus on that.